saddle, they're comfortable with it, I'll tie them here. After our first ride, we'll tie them here. And they know by that point, right, that every time they come here, they're off, right? They get to just kind of relax and stand there and hang out. And for me, what I'll begin doing is I will, at some point early on in that horse's career, teach them to hobble, right? So they've all had their feet roped. They understand how to lead by a foot. They can be stopped by a foot, and so on. So what I'll do is I'll hobble them in the round pen, and then once they're good with that, every time after we ride or do something, after those first rides, is we will hang them here, and then I'll begin hobbling them on their front feet. And because they already know when they're here, they stand still. I put those hobbles on and nothing's changed, right? They just stand still even more so, right? Because they understand, you know, they can't walk and spin around and whatever. So I use this basically as a transition into hobbling, right? Because again, they already understand that they just stand still and relax when they're tied here. I'll put the hobbles on while they're tied here. After they have a good understanding of it and they know I stand here, I put the hobbles on and they just stand. So again, it builds those good habits with the hobbles, and then eventually I untie them, and then after every ride, we don't tie them here, we just hobble them here. And they just stand because they've done it their whole life. And then eventually you can start hobbling them